Stop Being Hateful headquarters, which is just Adam's bedroom. We have a new little co-host on the pod. She's very tiny.
Very small.
Not very small, but she is.
She's a small
considerably
girl.
small.
Welcome
as tiny
everybody.
and dainty as I wish I could be.
Kennedy McAvoy.
She's so cute.
Also known as Wigglebutt.
Wiggles.
She's a cattle dog Staffordshire Terrier mix.
Did you know there's a girl Wiggle now?
A girl Wiggle?
Yeah.
A female Wiggle?
A female Wiggle.
They need inclusivity to make fruit salad.
She sings like all the songs now. She's like literally.
She's like all the Wiggles?
I think she's pink, I think, and I think she like is the head Wiggle. She sings so much. She sings all the songs.
See, I was never a Wiggles kid to begin with. Like, I don't think we never had like the CD or anything.
You guys didn't have cable.
Yeah, we were not we didn't have like Disney.
You couldn't watch the Disney Channel, but
no, we like read books and stuff. Our parents cared.
And I don't know how to read, so my mom put me in front of a TV my whole life. Hence why I'm here with you now talking about TV.
Because she can't figure out how to operate the computer.
I remember being like, I think 6 or 7 and watching my sister like be like in her 20s and watching Real Housewives of Atlanta and like ordering Alfredo like takeout and be like, what a loser. Who does this in their 20s? Like when I'm in my 20s, all I'm gonna do is party and like have a ton of friends, and now I'm like literally like watching Real Housewives of New Jersey, ordering takeout, and being like, this is the best. I don't want anything else.
It's like I don't even want to go out.
I can't go out, but I don't even want to if I could.
Even if I could, I wouldn't leave.
Wouldn't leave.
There's too much good content.
I haven't been outside of the house in 4 months.
Incorrect. We recently celebrated our 1-year anniversary. Happy anniversary,
Happy
baby.
anniversary. You're the Albert to my Caroline.
Well, don't get ahead of ourselves. We should still say, like, the Schwartz to Arcady.
The Schwartz I don't hate you as much as...
But I'm just saying, we haven't gotten to this... not the transition,
we haven't
but
earned the title of being in longevity.
I was more just saying, we haven't talked about the fact that we've caught up to Vanderpump a couple months ago.
We're completely... Well, Adam is almost... He hasn't watched season 8. I'm completely caught up with Vanderpump. And it's... You know what? It had a good run. I'm going to mourn it as if it was the loss of a friend, loss of a loved one. It's just not what it used to be.
And with the recent... what would you call the exit of two of the main characters?
I wouldn't say it's exiting because they didn't want to leave. I would say
they were exited.
The fall from grace.
The fall from grace of
Lucifer falling from the sky.
Of Stassi Schroeder and our Queen Kristen Doty.
And then the other 2 cast members who you don't know because you didn't watch season 8, Brett Caprioni and Max Boyens, who are just these like gross guys.
Just some bros.
One of them, Sheena, was fucking. I can't remember which one because they're both like so interchangeable in my mind. Mm-hmm. And she bought him an Apple Watch as like a Thanksgiving present, and like he like
a Thanksgiving present.
I don't know. She like
I've never received a Thanksgiving present.
Well, you're not gonna with this girl, so keep trying. But
I don't know. There's a like you stick your hand up the turkey.
He would talk like mad shit about her, but like I'd always notice that Apple Watch would be like on his wrist. It's like Sheena gave you that.
You're wearing something.
You're wearing something she gave, and it's like that's not like a cheap gift.
It's a couple hundred.
It's a cup. How much is an Apple Watch? I feel like they're like almost 1,000.
This is why we have the internet.
This is why
it's not almost. iPhone costs $1,000. An Apple Watch does not cost $1,000.
No, but it's I just found this season to be so disappointing. Sheena is currently, I really my heart. If she's listening, my heart goes out to her.
$400.
She's currently suffering a miscarriage, which is like so sad. It was so horrible for her. Mm-hmm. And Stassi, however, is pregnant. With a baby girl.
Which I already am saying prayers for this girl. I'm, lighting motive candles for her. Whoever the baby I'm
Well, did you watch the episode of Vanderpump? I think that was season 7, where her mom was like, "Kristen, you're the woman I hope Stassi aspires to." I hope she doesn't pull that shit on her daughter.
Oh, she's gonna be.
And I think they didn't talk
she's gonna
for
do the
a
opposite.
while.
She's gonna be like, she's gonna try making her daughter into what her mom wanted her to be, and so she's not gonna like shit on her daughter. She's gonna like put all this burden of expectation on her so that like she won't crack until she's 23, 24, 25 when she.
Do you think
the
daughter's gonna be pretty? I know that's like a weird
have you
thing.
seen Bo?
That's what I think. I think it's gonna look like Bo.
Bo is...
Because Stassi looks like her father.
Stassi does look like her father, yeah. She doesn't look like her mom at all.
I mean, no, she in some pictures where like they're together, they do look a lot alike. But like when you look at her dad, you're like, oh, no, this is who you inherited.
Yeah, sometimes
before
she
the
looks
chin
like
implant,
her,
that's who you got.
Sometimes she looks like her mom, but she always looks like her dad. It's like you never don't see the resemblance.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, mazel tov to the happy couple. I don't know how she's gonna make literally any money to provide for this child, because her podcast is gone, her bus tour is gone, her show is.
How did Bo thought he was like...
And Bo filed for bankruptcy twice, so clearly he's not...
He really thought he was hitching his wagon to, like, a winning horse, and then...
A prize pig, isn't it?
Honestly. No, really. Like,
yeah.
He keeps crying about how, like, don't know when they're gonna get married, and all this stuff like that, and it's just, like...
Well, in season 8, he uses the engagement, like, as leverage against her, and she'll, like, cry and be like, I feel like you don't love me because I want to get engaged so badly, and he's like, shut up, it's what it's happened, it'll happen. It's like... Who literally, like, if you know your girlfriend wants to get married more than anything, wouldn't you just propose to her to shut her up?
I feel, though, you know what, I'm just gonna say, I feel like that's a little bit hormonal, because it's like, if you're together with someone for, like, an extended period of time, and you don't have, like, an understanding of, like, oh, one day I want to get married, and I'm comfortable with it, you know? Like, I feel like if they've had that conversation already,
they
and,
have.
like, and so,
to
like,
my knowledge.
And he knows she wants to get married, and she knows he wants to get married. It's just like we're waiting for the right time, or whatever they're waiting for. Like if they both have that understanding,
which like I think is why this season kind of like dragged on for me.
Although to think about it, if she's pregnant and he's not proposing, it's like when else?
No, I don't think she's pregnant in this season.
But I'm like, but they're not they're not engaged yet.
They're engaged now.
When? Like, so when did that happen?
Like last year.
During the season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her engagement,
so I just sound silly.
He proposes to her in a graveyard in season 8 with like a ring that like he got from his aunt or something, and it like I don't know. I didn't watch the episode because like I honestly just don't care about their relationship or the proposal or anything.
Yeah.
And I don't want to watch it. Like I honestly am kind of happy she's gone because like I don't know if I can physically stomach watching another marriage.
I don't.
You know, like, and I really hope Lala goes too, so I don't have to watch her and Randall get married.
I really just wish she stayed gone the first time she left.
I know. I think Katie was like such a not a cool character, but I really liked how much Katie we were getting in. And I don't hate...
Back when Katie was like the whole plot line in season 3, when it was like Katie's her own woman now, like that plot line.
Like Jacqueline Loretta, she's her own woman. But yeah, I like Katie. I hope Katie really does. I mean, I liked Katie in season 8 when she got pissed off about the prank that Jackson Rand pulled on Sandoval when they like got the cop car to come out. I thought that was annoying and stupid as well, and that really endeared me to Katie. Like I like that she's not not afraid to call people out when they're being dumb and stupid.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But Katie can't handle being called out when she herself is being dumb and stupid, and that's where like, you know, the hypocrisy with Katie Maloney lies, and why, you know, she's just insufferable. The
paradox of Katie Maloney.
Why she's an insufferable person, because she literally does.
But
that's the whole theme of the show, is everyone doing the same thing that like they're calling everyone out for. You know, Christian cheating. You know, fucking Kennedy, James Kennedy drinking and smoking weed.
Well, literally everybody else is an alcoholic.
Yes, it's. You know, the whole show is built on hypocrisy.
Yeah.
The fact that like Lisa Vanderpump runs the show and is like manipulating all these people's lives.
She's this rich, powerful woman, and yet she's like, you know who I want to hang out with? A bunch of people in their late 20s.
No. How about the fact that she left her show because she's like, I'm being manipulated. My film's being manipulated. All my friends are turning against me. This isn't what I wanted to be. This isn't what. And then she does the same thing on her show. And so it's just like every level of this show has hypocrisy.
It's like another level of like why the show for me has just become like unwatchable. It's like I don't believe, like I was talking, I wasn't talking, but I was watching, and I was talking to them through the screen. Mm-hmm. They couldn't hear me.
You were yelling at the screen as you do.
Yeah. But I was watching the episode where Ariana's
glass of rosé
about...
in one hand.
Oh god, that.
Clicker in the
I don't know if I can prevent anybody from drinking a bottle of Vanderpump Rosé, then my time on this earth has been worthy and good. Don't buy it. If it goes below, like, I love a glass of chilled rosé. If this wine gets to room temperature...
above, 60 degrees.
It just tastes like you're drinking Italian salad dressing. Like, that's
vinegar.
It's vinegary. That's what it tastes like.
It's very sour.
It's not even, like, pleasurable. And it's, like, $13. You can get a bottle of Grand Suds, a liter of it for, like, $7 at the Total Wine, and it's a lot more bang for your buck, and it's delicious. So, don't give any more money in this woman's pocket.
Unless you're there. Unless you're doing what we're doing and you have your Vanderpump Rosé bottle hanging up on your wall.
As a sort of memorabilia.
Yes.
Memorabilia. Also, I think it's a cork, which, like, I personally don't vibe with because I don't know how to open a bottle of wine. But
that's silly.
So, because Vanderpump Rules has become so difficult and so nauseating and so just, like, almost unbearable. Honestly, I was hoping the reckoning of Jax would come this season.
And but it ended up being, which I can't, it ended up being Kristen and Stassi, which was already felt like they've been canceled for 3-4 years.
Been canceled multiple times for doing pretty much the exact same thing.
And it's just like, I already,
like being a racist.
Like, I feel like the whole show is over now after this.
Because it's like, how are you going to come back from it now that we've acknowledged that, like, oh, because it's like the second you say this person's behavior is problematic and they're off the show, okay, well, Jax is a cheater. The whole reason why the thing with Faith even happened is because of Jax. Jax is a misogynist. Jax verbally abuses Brittany. Brittany's complacent, so they should go too. You know, and then it's like, oh, well, Lala's appropriated black culture numerous times and has never really apologized for it. Like, her whole persona is kind of like a caricature of, like, a ghetto bitch. And, like,
which is
so
crazy.
She should go, too.
Yeah.
Then it's like, Sheena's perfect, so we're not going to touch her.
Sheena's not perfect.
But she's never done me. I mean, she said she's not a feminist.
Sheena is literally... Sheena's a home wrecker, but her own home.
Yeah, she sits on a throne that she has built, and she's broken. But... It's like, where does it end with, like, the only thing in my head to, like, that would make the show better is just to cancel it. So it's like, there's no way you can say, like, these two people are off because of X, Y, and Z, but then it's like, well, then these other people have done X, Y, and Z, too.
So what do you think about the possibility of, like, a Tom show?
I would be down to watch a Tom show. Mm-hmm. I think Tom Sandoval and Ari... I really just want to see...
Well, hold on. Let me throw this out there. If this was the core cast, right? Tom, Katie, Ariana... Sheena, Peter,
James, and Raquel.
I wouldn't even throw James, Raquel, and Lala in there.
I don't want to watch.
Hold on, maybe friend of the show. You know, James is like, you know.
I think James would have to be a friend of the show because
he DJs.
Yeah,
which
so that would be a
like,
good way to get him in.
Exactly.
And to get him in the show, and yeah.
But with all these extended people, as someone who, you know, is like a guy and like likes a lot of guy things, and this is really the only, like, you know, like, I would say, like, non-traditionally masculine thing I kind of do is watch Bravo with my girl. I like having Jax there. That being said, it is...
Why do you like having Jax there?
Because he's
a man?
No, because he throws off the dynamic of the group so much. Like, you know, if it was just like Tom and Tom, it would be... Like, it would just be a cameo the whole entire episode, you know?
Yeah.
But Jax's, like, testosterone and aggression...
His coke-filled rage.
His cokeheadness really, like... It throws in, like, a bit of, like, variability and, like, randomness that, like, you wouldn't have gotten from the show otherwise.
Yeah.
And but that's also the reason why he's still there. And, like, he
and Brittany bring in the most money out of any cast member, which to me is crazy. Because they're the most insufferable. Like...
I thought you liked Brittany.
I've never liked Brittany. I'm a proud Northerner.
This is just changed from like 15 minutes ago.
No, I openly said I had a dream about her where she was rude to me. I don't like her.
Oh my goodness.
I think she was covered, like, when in the
Confessional.
No, the tell-off. No, the reunion special.
Okay.
What am I saying? She like is talking and she has her hair like covering her face and she's like sitting there like like so upset because people are calling Jax out. She's like, that's my husband, you don't respect him. It's like, Brittany, I don't know if you've forgotten, but he did the thing that literally shows that he doesn't respect you,
yeah.
Which is cheated on you, allegedly multiple times. So, like, why is it okay for you to sit by and be complacent, albeit miserable with him, and when anybody says anything that tries to get him to change his behavior, you're like, that's my husband, you can't say that. It's like, no, people can criticize your partner's shitty behavior. Like,
absolutely.
It's not an affront to you. It's not being disrespectful to you. That's how you wind up with no friends.
Well, with that, we should just, talk about what we've transitioned over to, because the whole...
Wait, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, sure.
And honestly, my dad passed away recently, and that was horrible, but if anything, it gave me a glimpse into the psyche of Jax in this time, and you truly have to be the most narcissistic person.
I wasn't sure if we're gonna want to talk about that.
I don't care.
But would you want to say, because we have three cast members who have all lost their fathers
I would
while
say
on the show.
Ariana is the one that I watched. I rewatched the episodes where, and like I watch her and I'm like, yeah, she's doing it. Like I don't know how her dad
Hold on.
died.
So Ariana, Lala, and Jax all have lost their fathers.
I'm gonna rank Ariana is the person that if you're experiencing the loss of a father, you should watch Ariana and be like, yeah,
this is how I want to act.
This is how I want to act.
Although she is the farthest out from the incident,
But on her 30th, on her birthday, that was like the first birthday.
That was the first birthday. Yes.
Yeah. So.
But I'm just saying, she's out of
she's
all the
the
cast
farthest
members.
away
Yeah,
from it.
she's had the most time.
But that doesn't matter.
No.
It's like.
Because yes, I understand that, but I'm just saying she has the most perspective.
Yeah. But I loved the way. I mean, I would be upset too if my boyfriend went to go play with.
Power tools in the desert.
Yeah, and I'm.
Babe, when else am I going to be able to use an excavator?
A lot of times, just become Blippi. Like he uses an excavator literally all the time. Like
Blippi is. Me and Lori have been spending some time with Lori's niece and nephew recently.
They're 2 and 3.
And there's a lot of Baby Shark. There's a lot of Blippi.
They love the Wiggles. They love Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. They love music. But anyways,
but I would just say if that's show me anything, it's that kid shows make a lot of money and
Blippi shit on somebody's chest doing the Harlem Shake.
And yet he still is making a lot of money.
Like who cares? Like because it's like your kids don't know what that is. You can't cancel somebody if you don't know what the Harlem Shake is or But anyways,
how weird is that, the Harlem Shake?
Dude, that was when we were freshmen.
2012, yeah.
Yeah, but I think Ariana dealt with it the best, and on top of that, she was getting so much shit from Kristen.
She was
just literally like, I want to hit you with a car. I hope you die.
She was dealing with a lot of
just
external.
Berating from somebody who really you don't know and truly you probably have never had a problem with. I mean, you probably have because you're friends with Tom Sandoval, but never directly.
Her boyfriend dated her 2 months out.
Yeah. But I think she dealt with it with not with grace, but when she
dealt with it the best.
Yeah, she did. And she didn't even talk about it, which, I admire. It's, some things are meant to be private.
Yes.
But Lala and Jax, Jax especially, it's, how big of a narcissist are you? And how big is your ego that you think the whole world has to stop because you've experienced a personal tragedy?
Does it surprise anyone, though? The two people who have, the most...
The lengths that he's gone to on the show, and, that does surprise me. Because it's, you do kind of go to it...
But, Lala and Jax... use excuses
Lala's just anger surprises me. Although her dad died,
I do get the anger because it's why you I don't see Jax would be because Jax is this is the reason why I'm acting shitty or this is the reason why I'm getting upset. She just is you
well,
just
her dad I think died in the saddest way I think, which is he had a stroke and hit a car and got into a car accident, which is so sad, and I think I'd be angry too if that happened, just because of circumstances, why did that happen, but Jax's dad, my father, passed away in similar ways, so I think I can really be a judge on this experience for him, and you're just a narcissist, it's not and also the fact that he keeps his father's ashes in a box, a shitty little box, it's bro, you can get a nice urn.
I just think it's more to do with how Jax is he's using it as a direct reason for why he's doing shitty things, and Lala is just using it as an excuse, she's just always angry, and then she just points and being I'm doing this because of this, and this is my justification.
I thought Jax you were a twat before my dad died.
Yeah, it's not good excuses or reasoning at all.
Yeah, there's no right way to grieve. Lala is right in that you do need to do what you need to do in the moment, in the time to get over your feelings. But Ariana is also right when she says you need to toughen the fuck up.
And we know patron saint Dr. Phil says, you don't show love by the length and width of how long you grieve for someone. How severely you act out. It's all about
it's all about
everyone grieves differently. It doesn't mean you love someone more or less. So it's almost it's very performative, and it's very Lala. It's very what you'd expect from her to do. To act. I don't know, me personally.
I don't think it's performative. I think she is genuinely just angry.
You don't think she's? I think she's genuinely angry.
But she doesn't deal with that, so it comes out in different ways.
I don't think she's doing this with Randall at home.
I think she is, because they've broken up 12 times during the core.
But that's during the core. This was 2-3 years ago, Lori.
How long ago was season 7? 2 years ago?
At least 3.
They've broken up a lot.
Wait, season 7. Her dad died season 5.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Billie Lee was in season 7, so that's when her dad died.
Are you sure about that,
Yeah.
Billie? Because we saw...
I'm 100% sure.
Okay. Well,
But, anyways, I just wanted to talk about that briefly because it really has given me a lot of insight into... I think he died at the end of season 7. At the end of the reunion in season 6, beginning of season 7. Sorry, we're trying to figure out when.
I'm looking up.
Adam's
You're
trying
supposed
to
to be talking.
I'm supposed to be talking. But, with all this stuff going on, with all the new cast members and stuff, to me, Vanderpump just still isn't salvageable. It just feels like... It feels like the producers are like, you know what people love to watch? People love to watch marriages, and people love to watch these people grow into their lives. And it's like, literally, like, I don't want to watch that. I want to watch these people being awful to each other, spreading rumors, just being genuinely deplorable people. I don't want to watch Jax and Brittany get married and have children. I don't want to watch Stassi get married and have children. Like, I want to watch them be terrible. Like, I know they are. So that's why the show just feels done to me, because it feels like the reason why people like it and the reason, like, why it was successful in the first place is now, like, we're so far from that, Like, we're so far from the 20-something wannabes who wanted to be famous, who just happened to get a reality show in their lap.
Yeah.
Which is why we've started to watch Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Which, it was kind of just like, so her dad died 4 years ago.
Okay. Sad.
So which is why I'm like, I don't think, that's like why she's breaking up with him in the quarantine.
No, but it's probably not. It's probably because they're not good together. And
It's probably that she's immature and that he's just like looking for like models to bang.
Looking for puss.
Young.
She's
young gash.
young though. She's like 30. She's gonna get
30 to 60 is young.
Yeah, I know, but like.
And you don't want when you're a 50-year-old man, you don't want an 18-year-old girl.
People on 90 Day Fiancé would beg to differ.
Those guys are not Randall. Those guys are not. Randall's is a certain person. Randall needs someone who's attractive, but yet can hold their own, so he doesn't have to worry about his kids being around them. Does that make sense? He can't have an 18-year-old who's going to be talking shit about his ex-wife.
You're right, he is a father.
Yeah.
Although I don't deny that Lala probably has talked shit about his ex-wife to his daughters.
Yes, but she's been there for a while now. Anyway, but that's... Who knows? We don't know.
We're not there. This is all just speculation. Although, Jax, if you need money for a nice urn for your father's ashes, I would love to help you with that. That's the weirdest thing to me.
At least a tin can or something better.
Yeah, it's so... And, like the fact that
Amazon
he brings
box.
him out and is like, my dad's here. It's like, that's so... Like, I just
think so unhealthy.
It's like, you have to realize... This might be cool for you, but you're literally making everybody else in the room uncomfortable as fuck.
Definitely bringing up, like, trauma for other people.
Yeah, and who, like, honestly, like, yeah, it's horrible to lose a parent to cancer. It's horrible to lose a parent in general, but it's not like you're the only person that has ever had this. Like,
He has siblings.
He has a sister.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're not alone. I mean, he doesn't talk to his mom, which, like, again, I think is entirely his doing. I don't really think his mother did really probably anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I think if anything, his mom probably, like, didn't tell them that he was sick. But, like, maybe they didn't know he was sick, Like, it sounds like it happened so fast. So it's like, maybe they thought it was something else and it got out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you can't hold your parent responsible for that because they didn't know. Like, it's like, you only have one parent left. Like, why would you not want to talk to them? Why were they not at your wedding? Like...
He's just so upset. I don't know.
You just look like such a bad person doing that stuff. Like...
Well, we are now on to season 6 of Real Housewives. We've been flying
Season
through
6, baby! We've really been flying through it in the quarantine.
And there's just too much to cover here. We're never gonna transition away from,
Vanderpump.
Completely.
The universe, there's just too much going on.
Everything ties back to Vanderpump.
For example... Megan Fox, she divorced Brian Austin Green, her husband, and is now dating Machine Gun Kelly, who she met on the set of Randall Emmett's new film. We're always 6 degrees away, folks.
So, and, the whole, Kristen and Stop Being Hateful will never not be her,
she really, if anything, she is a saint for not being hateful.
Yeah, but she did do. She's never been able to really practice what she preaches. She's always had a very difficult time. actually following through on not being hateful.
And it's like, I think what she did is deplorable.
Let's not forget, like, when she told Sandoval to stop being hateful,
she was talking to Sandoval.
She was just talking mad shit, and then he said,
could you imagine if somebody told you?
And then he told her, all I want is for us to be able to be in the same place and not have like an argument start, and he starts crying, and then she tells him to just stop being so hateful.
Could you imagine if you were in a party or something and one of your like friends or something was like, I hope Lori gets hit by a car? What would you do?
I would go talk to them. I'd go like take them outside. I'd be like, what the fuck why did you say that? What is going on? Like,
and they just start crying.
And they just start crying at me. I wouldn't accept it. I'd be like, bro, like,
stop.
Like, this, you see how bad you feel right now? This is because of you. Like, you're going around starting random drama.
That is not Tom Sandoval.
I'm not Tom Sandoval. I would not start crying. I would just look at her and, look at her tears and just be like, can't believe I used to stick it in you.
Ew.
Yeah, you don't. How many times a day do you think Tom Sandoval says that to himself?
Right now, probably never. But when they first started breaking up, probably 3 or 4.
I bet every time he sees a picture of her, he's just like...
No, they're friends now.
It's good, they're friends, but you don't think he's like... I stuck my dipstick in crazy, and it went all the way down.
Stuck my fun dipstick in the fun dip. Got a little too fun. A little too silly, as it were, folks. But, yeah, I don't know. I just keep thinking about that, like, how he keeps bringing out the ashes and, like, how weird that is. And not, like, and just how performative it is. It's like you just keep celebrating your grief and your loss. It's like...
I don't know if it's performative, but it's there's something to it. It's like, I think it might be, like, a power thing.
A power move. It's like, because then it's like, you can't call him out because, like, his dead dad's ashes
literally
are literally
has
right
it
there.
right there, yeah.
Like, they're right there. My father? You're gonna talk about my father?
Yeah, it's crazy to me that he's still going on, not going on with it, but like
it's a cyclical process.
You never get you
never get over it, but it's like
do.
Get a nice urn for
it's
him.
a profound
like
emptiness.
Get an urn.
Mm-hmm. Deal with it in a healthy way.
Stop cheating on your wife.
That might help a lot.
That might,
of his
if you want to celebrate your father's memory, maybe be a loyal husband.
Maybe. Okay, well, with that, this recap update episode, Don't Be Hateful, episode 3, live from the quarantine.
Live from the core.
I'm Adam McAvoy.
I'm Lori Fogg. And you just listened to Stop Being Hateful. That's good.